Some MPs have defended government's decision to absorb up to 60% of the car loan being given to members of the 8th Parliament. Deputy Finance Minister Abna Osei-Asare laid a paper on the floor of the House requesting approval of the facility. Details from the document show government will on a monthly basis pay up to 60% of the cost, while MPs pay 40%. Government will also absorb the full interest cost on the loan, and tax waiver will separately be given on the vehicle. Kata MP Kwame Gape insists the arrangement still places a burden on the MP.
About the car loan, I will tell you outright rejection, because my issue with the car loan is that this is a loan being given to members of parliament, and then we are also part of the running of the government of the day. We are the arms, one arm of what governance when it comes to this country. So the loan they are giving us, the loan is not yet, the processes are currently underway. And then since I came to Parliament in January, they have started deducting the loan from my salary. And then the car was not, we are not yet, to procure the car. We are yet to procure. It's already 7 months now. Are you getting the point? So we are equally important in terms of running of the governance in this country. So the needful, my recommendation to government is that how they always buy vehicles for ministries, departments, MCs and DCs, they give them car. The car, they fuel it, they are entitled to driver, and then maintenance are all borne by the state. So they should procure 275 vehicles, assign drivers, fuel it, do maintenance, and then assign to members of parliament to use. At the end of the day, when we are going, we leave it as how ministries and departments and government offices run, because this is a part of governance. But this car loan given to you, you must know that you are paying for it. You are buying your own fuel. You are doing your own maintenance. Nobody will give you maintenance fee. At the end of the day, you are paying the driver. So which is better? I will go for total rejection of the loan and then go for the routine running of government, have to procure and distribute and then maintain.
Meanwhile, it is emerging that the recommendation for government to take up to 60% of that loan is a recommendation from the Professor Beidun Tiama Committee's report, which gave recommendations for emolument for Article 71 office holders. And the report says MPs should get loans not exceeding $80,000, and government would have to pay for not more than 60% of the loan and also pay the interest on that. Joining us live from Parliament, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo. Hello, Joseph. Tell us more on this as we are being told.
Well, you recall that this is actually a committee that President Akufo-Addo did put together to recommend emolument for members of the executive as well as the judiciary and the legislature. And the portion that specifically has to do with members of parliament, let me just go through that very quickly. It says that the states, beyond paying them salaries, which I will detail in a while, would have to give them other facilities as well while in office, and that includes transportation. And it says the state shall facilitate a car loan not exceeding $80,000. And then it goes on to say that the state should take responsibility for payment of 60% of the costs of the vehicle and also take responsibility for the interest on the loan. So that's captured there. And then there are other provisions in there as far as facilities for members of parliament are concerned. It says that there will be security for them, and that will be 5% of consolidated salary, which should be provided for them as allowance for security. And it goes on to say there will be accommodation for them, an official one, or then there will be 20% of consolidated salary in lieu of official accommodation. Then it goes on to say there will be office accommodation as well for them. And then it goes on to additionally say that there will be other benefits, including the installation grants equivalent to 2 months' salary paid only once on assumption of office. So all that is listed as what members of parliament are supposed to get apart from their salary. And with regards to the figures for the salary, the committee's report says that when it comes to ordinary members of parliament, they are to earn 28,000 Ghana cedis. And then the Speaker of Parliament would earn 35,000 cedis. The First Deputy would earn 33,000. And then the figure keeps going down as far as the other leaders in the House are concerned. Benis.
And on this particular issue, in defense of getting the vehicle, some MPs claim that some of their colleagues come in commercial vehicles. Are you able to confirm that?
Well, that's a point that the MP for North Dai, Roxy Nafiamapo, has made and insisted that, particularly for the new members of parliament who actually come in, they don't have the privilege that the sitting and retaining members of parliament have to have, then probably acquired a vehicle over the last 4 years. I wouldn't be able to independently confirm that, but he's not the only one who's made that point. Mr. Kwame Gakpe, who we spoke to a while ago, also referenced some of their colleagues who have come to Parliament using Uber rides and other forms of transportation.
Gakpo, we'll leave it here for now. That's parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku Gakpo.